A lot of multinational corporations are very powerful, wealthy, and they dominate certain aspects of the media. YouTube dominates, Vimeo dominates, Facebook dominates. So they're sort of quasi-governmental organizations in terms of their influence and control and power.
Either admit you're a left-wing forum, in which case, what can we do? But they're dissembling before the public by saying we're an open forum.
They are regulating what ideas make their way to the public square. And I mean, if you regulate what comes in, you have a greater control about what comes out.
Here in Silicon Valley, the left-leaning gatekeepers of the tech industry and of the internet monopolies consider Christian and conservative views worthy of censorship. Why is this so dangerous? The fact is that for those under 40, often the internet is virtually the main means of communication and of commerce.
I'm concerned for the reason that it seems to be very liberal censorship, but I'm also just concerned from a monopoly standpoint. That's why we had the Sherman Antitrust Act. That's why we have government regulation to ensure fair competition.
This problem has gotten so bad that recently the White House held a social media summit, and the Department of Justice has announced it will be investigating Facebook and Google for potential antitrust violations. Meanwhile, censorship by big tech is happening to various ministries and conservative groups, such as Live Action.
Live Action is a pro-life organization leading the social media movement for our country, exposing the truth about abortion, about what's happening to the preborn child, and advocating for the rights of the defenseless.
Recently, the seemingly innocent website Pinterest has now been caught blocking the pro-life messages of Lila Rose of Live Action.
Well, we've definitely seen some challenges over the years working with Google, working with Facebook. We've had YouTube videos mysteriously get pulled from our YouTube channel, and there have been complaints associated with them. So YouTube says we're checking those out. So we've actually had to have our lawyers send YouTube letters asking them to cease and desist censoring the videos. So that's been problematic.
Another example of big tech blocking conservative and Christian speech is in the demonetization, at least temporarily, of Steven Crowder, an internet sensation, using the tagline, "Louder with Crowder." Crowder takes this social media censorship to heart.
This is a hill I'm willing to die on.
Much of the stranglehold of Christian content on social media is done by those who claim they are fighting so-called hate speech. Here's a recent example of what this often really means. The late Dr. Joseph Nicolosi of California was a counselor who specialized in helping people with unwanted same-sex attractions work through those issues. Well, we interviewed him for this ministry back in the 1990s.
We have many men today who are happily married, who were once gay. And this throws a monkey wrench into the whole gay agenda.
But today, YouTube is censoring his videos, and now Amazon refuses to sell his books, thus cutting off hope and help for those who do want to change.
The gay community, out of their view that it's harmful to leave homosexuality, says basically no one should be allowed to. It's just like Hotel California, the Eagles song. You can check out, but you can never leave.
Too often, the big tech companies rely on the hopelessly flawed research of the Southern Poverty Law Center to define what hate is. But that law center lumps in genuine Christian ministries with genuine hate groups as if they are one and the same.
It is not coming from government. It is coming from the private sphere, which is in a certain sense even scarier, because they have no excuse. Why would Apple give $1 million to the Southern Poverty Law Center? I mean, think about that, which is a hate group. It's a left-wing hate group.
Critics note that in the social media censorship of today, the left is not trying to win the debate, they're trying to shut it down.
It used to be that you and I could have a debate and we could say, well, I disagree with you, and here's why. Now, if I do that, they say that's a microaggression. That confronting someone with facts is a microaggression. That their opinion, to attack their opinion because it's stupid or it's ill-informed, is considered a microaggression, or makes them feel bad. You can't bring facts into the debate. Well, that's intellectual suicide. That's just an intellectual frontal lobotomy. And we just cannot put up with it as a society because we'll end up all talking gibberish.
That's a danger, because if you have people who do not feel like they have access to express themselves and have a civil dialogue, I don't think there's no room in a republic like ours for threats and violence. But speech and ideas should be freely flowing in our republic.